Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
We meet today in Kraków. How do you assess the Polish market compared to the other markets outside Poland?
We have some good information on that. So in the last 3 months, we did a survey of 8,000 professional people, people working in offices, working at home elsewhere, all across the world, the US, UK, China, India, and also in Poland as well. So we spoke to 1,000 people in Poland. And actually what we found is the way that professionals are working in Poland is very similar to the rest of the world. And there's maybe two major characteristics. Firstly, people are hybrid working. That means around 80% of Poles are spending some time working at home, some time working in the office, some time working in a third space. That's pretty typical with the rest of the world. The second key fact is, what are they using to hybrid work? They're using unified communication clients like Microsoft Teams and Zoom, but only 1/3 of them are using a proper professional audio device. The others are using consumer devices or just talking into their PC. So we see Polish professionals working very similar to the rest of the world, and we see that there's a big opportunity for them to work more productively by having professional audio and professional video devices from Jabra.
Wow, how hybrid working impacts the market for professional audio and video?
I think hybrid working makes a big difference to the market for professional audio and video, because hybrid working means you're working in different places. You might be in the office, you might be at home, you might be in the airport, you might be in a coffee shop. And what it means is you need a different tool, the right tool for working in each of those environments. Imagine you're doing a conference call in Starbucks. You can't talk into your PC, there's coffee noise and everything else around you. So you need a right audio device where you can block out noise and be heard on the call, and a right video device. So hybrid working accelerates the need to have the right professional and audio tools so you can work productively wherever you are.
I asked the questions because Jabra was known for audio for many years before, but now it's also there is expand. You offer include video solutions. Why?
Well, I think Jabra is a company that has always changed. Jabra is part of GN. We're over 150 years old. So the first, let's say, GN product was laying the telegraph cable between Europe and China. So the common theme in the GN and the Jabra story is communication, bringing people closer together, but also change. So if you think of that as a common theme, that's natural for us that we might want to look into the video area, particularly as we saw more and more people wanted to do video conferencing. For video conferencing, you don't just need video, you need great sound as well. It seemed natural that we should bring our sound expertise into this area and then add on video as well, so people can have the best hybrid and conference working experience.
What's top of the mind for IT decisions maker?
Yeah, IT decisions makers are the people in companies big and small who buy IT equipment for people like you and me, the laptops, the headsets, stuff like that. And although they focus on IT, the thing that's top of their mind is probably people, because they have to provide IT equipment to people. And of course, people like you and me are quite demanding. We want the right laptops, we want the right cameras, we want the right headphones.
How would Jabra do it? Because you have to reach the decision.
Yeah, we have to reach these guys, and we have to know where they are researching, which is often online, and we have to know what is important to them, and to demonstrate to them that Jabra products can work seamlessly together, so they're easy to use and deploy. If I'm the IT guy in a big bank, I want something that is easy to deploy into the thousands of people, and something that those thousands of people will be happy to use and want to use. So our job is to show the decision makers we can make their life easy. We can give them products that are easy to deploy, and will make their staff, their people happy and productive wherever they choose to work.
What do IT decision makers care about the most in your experience?
Yeah, I think in the end, it is about productivity. If you are an IT person in a company, your job is to provide the right tools to the people in that company to be most productive. So it isn't always about cost. People are willing to invest in those solutions that enable the greatest level of productivity in a company. And that's more important than ever now, when people are in many different places, office, home, elsewhere. You need the right solutions to enable me to be productive, and solutions that are easy to use. So I think people want productivity, they want ease of use, and they want technology solutions that enable that.
Jabra solutions are very intuitive. How important is user experience, UX, to Jabra?
It is super important, because the only way that our products can be useful to you and I is if I can use them in a simple and easy way. And technology isn't always easy to use. So it is our job to create products that are plug-and-play products, whether it's a headset or a speakerphone or a video product, a product that you can set up and use really easily, and that it is intuitive to use. You don't need to get the manual out. Nobody likes to read a manual these days. You need to have products where you know what are the right buttons to press so you can use the product easily. If we don't achieve that, then we don't get the productivity, the ease of use, the satisfaction that the end users and the IT decision makers require.
How Jabra is influencing IT decisions makers?
I think the first thing to influence companies and decision makers is to understand their problems. So the first thing you have to do is find them and then listen to them. If I work in a small marketing agency, or if I work in an international bank, my challenges and problems may be different. So we need to listen to your challenges, understand what is important to you, understand where you're researching to be able to find the right solutions, and then give you the right advice and recommendation. Our job in the end is not to try and sell you a product, it's to enable you to have the right solutions to solve your problems, things we've talked about already. Productivity, ease of use, keep your staff happy and working wherever they might be.
And the future, of course, how will the meetings and conferencing market change in the future?
Yeah, it's difficult to look ahead. If you'd asked me 4 or 5 years ago, I would not have guessed there'd be such a rapid adoption that the pandemic created. But people are now used to working in a hybrid way and working in a conferencing way. So I think that will continue. So the hybrid working is here to stay. You and I will be working in many different places. I think what we might see in the future, and maybe this is an obvious thing to say, but is the development of more AI to help these technology tools to be more efficient. Perhaps if I'm sitting in the office, one of my colleagues is at an airport, somebody is at home, how do you enable these people to really have a good and productive meeting in these different environments? Yes, you need good video and good audio, but I think smart AI and some of the tools we already have on our video products, like Virtual Director, that kind of operates as a Hollywood director for your meeting to make sure the camera always zooms in on the right person who's talking, will help meetings become more productive in the future.
Everybody wants to be better in the camera.
Exactly. We all like to present ourselves in the best way.
Thank you for interview.
Thank you for your time.